What were you doing at 15? Probably stressing about math homework or sneaking in an extra hour of video games. But in 2015, a 15-year-old from Sydney, Australia, named Ben Pasternak, was closing investment deals with American venture capitalists while still in high school. This is not a story about luck. This is a story about obsession, risk, and the kind of genius that Silicon Valley doesn't see coming. Ben wasn't your typical straight-A student. In fact, he was bored in school. But where others saw a dull science class, Ben saw an opportunity. One afternoon, he opened his laptop and started coding a game, just to pass the time. That game was called Impossible Rush. It was simple, addictive, and within weeks, it had gone viral on the App Store. It was suddenly sitting above Instagram in the charts. Not bad for a 13-year-old. And just like that, the calls started rolling in. From Facebook, from Google, from investors who usually ignore high schoolers. But Ben didn't bite. Not yet. He was already thinking bigger. At 15, Ben made a decision that most parents would consider reckless, maybe even crazy. He dropped out of school, he packed a bag, and he flew 10,000 miles to New York City, alone. No degree, no safety net, just a $200,000 seed investment from a group of U.S. tech investors who believed this kid might just be the next Mark Zuckerberg. While his friends were studying for finals, Ben was building his first company, Flog. It was like eBay for teenagers, a marketplace designed by teens for teens. The app gained early traction. Investors were excited, but Ben wasn't satisfied. He shut it down. Why? Because he saw something bigger coming, and he wasn't afraid to pivot. Next came Monkey. Imagine FaceTime meets Omegle, except made specifically for Gen Z. The app allowed teens to have spontaneous video chats with others around the world. It exploded in popularity. Within months, Monkey had millions of users and millions of video calls per day. It became the app for a generation that craved connection. By the time he turned 18, Ben had already sold Monkey to a major U.S. media company for a fortune. Most teen millionaires are born into fame. Ben coded his way there. But here's the twist. After all that, after making millions, after achieving what most adults never will, Ben disappeared from the spotlight. He didn't buy a Lamborghini. He didn't become a YouTube flexer. He didn't even go to college. Instead, he got back to building. Today, Ben Pasternak is the founder of Nugs, a tech-driven food company reinventing chicken nuggets. Yes, nuggets. But not just any nuggets. Plant-based, lab-engineered, and backed by the same kind of innovative thinking that made his apps go viral. He raised over $11 million for the company before turning 21. Because for Ben, the goal was never fame. It was always creation. So the next time someone tells you to wait your turn, remember this. A bored teenager with no degree, no connections, and no plan B became a millionaire by doing exactly what school told him not to do. This is the Fortune Files.